I'm not allowed to celebrate Halloween. You know, the other kids, talk about me at school.
You talk to my mom.
Whatever.
It is also the night of the year where there is the most human sacrifice on the whole planet.
Most human sacrifice. Do you remember that paranormal circus? I'm telling you, when that thing was there, I felt like there was a pickup in demonic activity, man. I really do. I would feel something, just a vibe, drive right by there to High on Jesus every single week. And that thing was there. And I'd be like, dude, what are we doing here? Why is this thing even here?
And they pass out free tickets.
Origin behind it and questioning, as Christians, should we really be celebrating this?
What grabbed my attention was how she was saying, I'm just going to put a few things up. Mm-hmm. And she said, what is up, YouTube family? We are back with another episode of our High on Jesus podcast. You are here today with Just in Time with Justin Halas
and Austyn with a Y.
And this is episode number 27. Should Christians celebrate Halloween? I'm looking forward to this.
Yes.
We're going to have some good back and forth. We're going to have some good reels.
Yes.
And in the name of Jesus, this is going to work.
Yes. We've already had the spooky stuff happening this afternoon.
We got a bunch of outtakes. Our phones aren't working, so all of our notes that we prepared for the podcast just magically disappeared. But that's all right. God's gonna rectify it. It's gonna come back on.
Yes.
And it doesn't matter because we know what we're gonna talk about anyways.
That's right.
So when a game plan goes awry, you just lock back in and keep on going. Yep. So today is Monday, October 27th. Halloween weekend's coming up on Fridays when it is. What do you got? What's been going on with you? How are things?
Things have been going good. We had last weekend. We had the it would have been the men's retreat actually. So I'm excited to see that since we're recording before.
Yes.
It'll be me and my mom's little side business, our first catering event for 60 guys.
Nice.
And we're excited about that. I got to see the location on Friday.
Okay.
So we're doing some really yummy food. So hopefully that'll be great. Kids have been gearing up for homecoming, which will have also been this weekend. So buying dresses and getting hair done.
Nice. It's always fun.
That
the next stage.
Boys. And yes.
We're going to need security there at the household.
Halloween, Tristan's dressing up as a cheerleader.
Seen that. Rah.
Yes. Go. And what was Layla? Layla is
She's it's a character from Demon Slayer. I don't know how I feel about that. At least they're killing demons, I guess.
Yeah. And she had the Crocs to match.
Yeah,
so,
of course.
So they went to the fall festival at Parish United Methodist Church together, and that was really fun.
Yeah, she said she had a good time.
Yeah.
That's cool.
I got a bunch of pics. So they petted chickens and goats and any animal you could name. Lots of candy, bounce houses.
Cool.
So it was really, really good. So
sounds good.
So you're coming off of a...
Well, yeah, it was a big couple weeks ago, but I had a phenomenal weekend this past weekend. It was 24 hours, no kids, alone with my wife.
Yes.
We've done that once a month as a commitment to having a better marriage, and it's definitely been a game changer for us. And I just come off it, I don't know, I just feel fulfilled, refreshed. She speaks my love language. I strive to speak hers, and I just feel super connected every time coming off of those weekends. It's so nice, man.
Awesome.
And then the biggest thing is I'm trying to do something differently because then Monday starts, and then it's like I feel like my brain actually the fog goes away a little bit, and then Monday starts, and here we are again.
Yeah,
but
it just rolls back in.
Not that fun. So I decided I'm going to have joy no matter what.
Yes.
Probably why everything's going wrong for us. God's like, oh really?
Yeah.
Let's see it, Joe. Let's see it.
Yeah. And I know we're both preparing for the gala.
Yes,
too.
Every ounce of our headspace has been coming up. So our Hand Up to Victory, we have our annual fall fundraiser event. It's coming up Sunday, November 9th. And the team has been working overtime to set this whole thing up. And it's going to be an amazing time. We got some great silent auction items you've been putting together.
Yes. Yvonne and I picked up some beach towels, cute beachy decor. So I have a feeling Bonnie's going to have her eye on a couple of these. We've got some overnight stay stays on Anna Maria. Hopefully a foursome in golf. So really different things this year to bring to the table. So I think it's gonna be great.
Sweet.
Yes.
So hope you can join us. We'd love to have you. We got the description and the links in the description below on how to sign up and reserve your spot.
Yeah, and we've got Jason Bearden coming as our guest
Commissioner
speaker.
Jason Bearden is our guest speaker. We got an amazing singer, Melinda Drake.
Yes.
So looking forward to that.
And some really great testimonies.
Oh yes, and Carrabas.
Oh, and Carrabas.
You can't beat that.
Yes. All right. Yeah, I'm excited.
Next, we're gonna go on to our shoe news coming up. Always I'm excited about it. Hope some other people are out there. So without looking, we're just gonna go for it. But I know it's coming. So this Wednesday, it will be the 29th. It's the Jordan One Low OG, the Zion Williamson. These are called the Voodoo Alternates. So he had one that was already kind of a mismatch with a bunch of different colors, kind of patched together like so. So this is the one that they thought was just going to be a sample, but they wound up putting it into production. It's coming out and looks pretty amazing.
I like these, actually.
You like that one?
Yes, I do.
I think people are thinking it's got the Halloween vibe. Probably why it dropped this week.
Right.
And so it's got the purple, it's got a raisin color in there, it said.
Yeah.
So kind of mixed feelings about these, but we'll see. I want to see them in hand. Some of the ones, I think the purple is a little hard to match. So you know how it is. Some of them that are crazy hard to match. It's usually a pass for me.
So do you get the shoes first, then the hat, then the shirt, or do you?
I think it's pretty much in that order. Yeah. I think the shirt's more important. I know I gotta find the hats. Can I match it? Right? Can I match the shirt to the shoes? Yeah. It's kind of the first deciding factor.
Or do you already have the shirt?
No, well, it looks like a purple and black joint. But so then on Thursday, it's Thursday the 30th, Kobe 9 Moonwalker. You probably don't have that picture, but we'll show it in the cut here. But Kobe 9 Moonwalker. So this is kind of funny. It's almost like a Mike Jack vibe, and it's got, if you look on the outsole on the bottom, it's got the moon, basically a picture of the moon on there, and it's got the purple vibe and everything. Okay. So this is actually a pair. So Kobe's were booming once upon a time, and then when he passed, and then when they said basically we're not making any more Kobe's, the shoes went through the roof. It went crazy. So I wish I didn't, but I actually tried to capitalize on that, and I sold all my Kobe's. And then later on, I'm like, why did I sell all those? I wanted some of them. And that is one I've always wanted. And it's crazy. I almost was going to buy an older pair, but then when they said they were releasing them again, I'm like, oh yeah, I gotta grab that one.
Yeah.
So my purple Kobe.
There you
Kobe
go.
nod there. And then on feet, definitely one of my favorite pairs. SB Dunk Low Night of Mischief. We got to show these. I might need to get Chris a 360 video of them.
I do like these.
They got orange. They got purple. Actually matches this hat perfectly. It's what the hat is for. But there's just so many little pieces on this. In the back, it says trick or treat on the back of it. Some people may not like that for what we're going to talk about here shortly. It's got so on the tongue, it's got a little ghost on the back of it. I'm going to say it's the Holy Ghost.
Oh, there you go.
They got on the shoe part, it's the perforations are in the shape of a pumpkin, and then inside the insoles, it's pumpkin guts. It's a picture of a pumpkin gut, so it's the inside of a pumpkin. It's got little spider webs and stuff. The details are amazing on it. So
that's incredible.
Yeah, it's a very nice Halloween pair. So I picked them up.
Yep, you have several Halloween pairs.
This one is,
that's your favorite.
This one's the best.
Yes. I like them. I do. And I think you've got purple laces in one and orange in the other, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, a neon yellow in one. It's one is orange and one's a neon yellow.
Oh, yeah, perfect. In regular news today, so y'all forgive me because I just found this guy a couple of days ago. I'm guessing, I don't know if it's a nonprofit yet, but it's his coach Kendall Ray, and it's under a walking testimony. So on January 1st of 2022, I put my feet in the Atlantic Ocean in Jacksonville Beach, Florida, and started my walk across America for mental health awareness and recovery. He walked 3,292 miles across 13 states in over 15 months.
That's it?
Could you imagine? He's
No,
walked.
I can't imagine.
So he's walked coast to coast from the Atlantic to
You're
the
kidding
Pacific,
me.
from Jacksonville Beach, Florida to Long Beach, Washington.
No.
And then he walked all the way to the most northwestern point of connecting United States at Cape Flattery in Washington. After San Diego, I will walk
my
southern states back to
goodness.
Florida and down to the Keys to hit the most southeastern point. So I said all that to say he is actually on his way into Bradenton as we speak.
Interesting.
Yes. And he just hit 9,100 miles. And he is just doing this for mental awareness. He's in recovery. He loves Jesus.
Wow.
And I've been emailing back and forth with him about trying to get him to come to High on Jesus on Wednesday night.
Sweet.
So we'll put his information in, and maybe he can stop in and get a High on Jesus shirt and wear it around America.
There you go.
Yeah.
He's on a mission.
Yes, he is. And he's just very encouraging. I mean, I've just been kind of logging into his live every now and then, and he's just waving at everybody, and people have put him up in, Airbnbs throughout the whole United States.
That's what I'm saying. It looked like he was having
Yeah.
people help him out, so he had a place to stay or
And
whatever.
he's got
it is.
bracelets for sale. He's doing
Okay.
T-shirts. You can actually put loved ones or friends' names on shirts. He's doing that we've lost to drugs or mental health, and
Wow.
it's just creating awareness across America, and it's pretty beautiful. So,
That's cool.
yeah. So hopefully we'll get to see him in Bradenton.
Nice.
He's on 41 as we speak.
That's probably why he's so fit. I see his pictures
Yeah.
burning calories all day long.
Right. Yes. So.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
Good for him and his mission. Hope that garners some attention,
Amen.
helps with some awareness.
All right. So ready to get into this?
Comments?
Yes.
The comment crawl? All right. So we had some good ones. I'm just gonna share kind of a few comments from the last one that we did. So the past video from the past Monday was how the 12 steps led me to Jesus. That was our first time that we ever had a video that someone had commented a topic, something they wanted to hear about. And so we appreciate that. It was James Riley. We
Yes,
appreciate
we do.
the interaction, brother. And it was suggestion was just talking about our thoughts on, he started going out the NAAA only kind of all the time, and then kind of got more in the faith base. And now he feels he's led towards that direction of having more of a spiritual focus. Absolutely nothing wrong with that.
No.
So we kind of broke it down, and it was a really, really good video. So if you didn't catch that episode, go back and watch episode 26. And James gave us some feedback. He said, "You two are amazing, answered so many questions and gave me great insight on thoughts I've been having. Thank you. Love y'all. God bless." That's nice. Good,
Yeah.
James. I'm glad we were able to help. I hope that was meaningful and just maybe provided some other people out there that were having second thoughts, another way to just think about it in a different manner.
Yeah, absolutely. We all just continue growing, so there's nothing wrong with graduating into the next thing for your own recovery.
For sure. If you'd like to hear your topic, comment down below. Next one, I'm just going to go into, because this one's funny. They were rocking you.
Again?
Finally.
Again?
Finally. So it was a short on my DUI story, overcoming shame and seeking help. So it was basically you, and you were sharing kind of the story about the DUI. I guess you had your kids in the car, right?
Yep. Back in 2013, my twins and Beckett were, I believe, 2 and almost 3. I believe it was on a Sunday. I was in a toxic relationship, and I was hurt that he didn't show up at church. So I decided to drink and went to a very toxic person's house and ended up drinking more than I should have. I don't know if I was dosed or not, and that's neither here nor there. I made the decision to get out of it, and instead of calling for help, I got behind the wheel to get home, got pulled over about 2 miles from the home. But I needed the help, and that wasn't my last time, but I, this last year, the first 4 years that I got clean, back in 2018, I was never able to talk about that because of the shame and the guilt and everything that comes with that.
Yeah.
I've only now been able to share that because the first time I shared it, I had 2 women in the room come to me and said that exact thing had happened to them. And through that, they have been able to overcome it. So that is why I'm able to put that out there today.
That's cool. But the bottom line is you got a DUI pulled over with your kids inside of the car.
Yes. The dad, my ex-husband had to come get them, and I went to jail. Yes.
And Duke Wells 1044 said, I don't know how anyone could forgive themselves for that, dude.
Well, I know Jesus, so that's how.
Amen.
Short answer.
Amen. Yeah. The average person, if you don't sin a certain way, it's it's real easy to make yours the unforgivable sin.
Honestly, when I had to call my mom from behind the from behind the locked doors of the jail, I didn't know what to say, and my mom, I thought she was just gonna rip me. Like, how dare you? And she's like, I hate that it happened. I'm mad that it happened. But she's like, honestly, how many times have all of us done the same thing, but we haven't gotten caught? So she wasn't justifying it, but I feel like there's a lot of people out there that by sharing it, can grow from it as well.
Yeah. And I mean, I get what they're saying to a certain extent. I mean, there's definitely things that, and I'll just share maybe another perspective on this. I see some people come in from doing this, that, and the other, and they're just like, oh, no big deal, it's in the past, I'm forgiven, I'll move on. And I'm like, I don't think it's quite works like that, man. You're acting like zero happened and everything's completely fine now. And so, I think that is not quite in the right either. But definitely I had some things that, because of stuff I had done to my son and, broke up his family's house and all that stuff, that took me, I mean, that was the one thing that would make me cry for years, and I was very hard for me to forgive myself for that type of stuff. But I feel like the forgiveness also comes from taking this seriously, doing the next right thing every single day. And like, I'm never going to go back to that because that would be more of an insult or hurtful than to, say, oh, I'm sorry, and just think like everything's fine. Live it.
Yes.
You can live out your amends. And that's a way over time you can, forgive yourself for super hard infractions like that.
And the other part is, today Becca is 16. The girls are going to be 15 in 2 weeks. We have conversations still about that. And it's 12 years ago, about how different and how present I am. So I believe that their forgiveness has given me the ability, on top of it.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right, dude. I'm glad you finally did that.
Yeah.
So, all right. So let's get into it. We were going to possibly have someone on the show to give us a different perspective about Halloween. And this is a topic that I'm near and dear to my heart because I have gotten shellacked by Christians. I mean, stabbed in the back by people who are completely against it. Christians are not supposed to celebrate Halloween in any way, shape, or form. And I don't know, I guess when I was thinking, coming into this, like, not just in this particular thing, but in every area of my life, I'm not the same person I was 1 year sober, as 5 years sober, as 7, as 10, and as 12, as you presently see me sit. I mean, I feel even Bonnie shared something from 3 years ago. That's
all I'm thinking about. I'm sitting next to her in church on Sunday.
Why did you share that? But at the same time, like, I only felt that way, but I'm like, man, that was only 3 years ago.
Do we show it on here?
No, we're not showing it on here. But I was like, that was only 3 years ago. Like, I'm not even the person that I was then now. And I believe that should be all of our goals. We're ever changing. We're ever growing with God. Like the transfiguration, right? Peter, James, and John, they got to go higher with Jesus and saw a side to Jesus that no one had ever seen. And I believe that's parallel to our journeys too. As we grow, further and higher with Jesus, we see different things revealed to us. So I definitely would say, like, there's things already that I probably wouldn't do at this present day. But I'm real careful to never forget that the people that we're talking to could be at year 1. They could be at year 3. And I think the biggest thing that with this topic and with just different things with Christians in general, correcting people or coming at people, I think most of them are doing it because they care or is coming from the right place. But like, don't forget, like, did you do any of that? You know what that? So I just try to remember, like, they're in a different place. I'm going to share what I've learned and where I'm at right now. But like, I'm still going to give you the grace if you're in a learning season of stuff that I did the exact same thing back at that present day. So let's just lay out a little bit about what we both do for Halloween, just real quick. So like 100%, I took my daughter trick-or-treating. To me is a memory. It was something that we did together. I thought it was super cute when your kid picks something out and dresses up and you go out with some, nice people. So in the years leading up to it, I 100% did it with my son. I did it with my daughter who's now 11. And, a lot of the years where we were meeting some people from the church and we were going around in his like nice. I want to take a minute here and give a huge shout out to our business sponsors, Automatic Bail Bonds. We bail your tail out of jail with a quickness. Big shout out to them for being a huge supporter of what we do here. If you, your loved one, anyone, we don't wish it on you, but if someone you know does go to jail, Autumn and her team, they actually care about the people that they help to bail out. So please use them. They're a huge asset in this community. Journey to Greatness Sober Living Homes, preparing you for your new journey of life and beyond. They have a multiple men's and women's homes in Manatee County. And so if you're looking for a sober living house or maybe your loved one, someone that you know, get in contact with them. All the links are below in our comments, guys. Also, Florida Elite Monitoring. They do ankle monitors and also alcohol level tracking with confidence. So maybe they're court-ordered to get an ankle monitor, or maybe they voluntarily want to be able to show the judge, hey, I'm not drinking, I'm not doing anything like that. They have all kinds of neat ways that they can help you out with some things. And then Dump Dynasty, you give them a call, they will pull up the trailer to your house. You can clean out your garage, remodel, whatever it is, fill that dumpster up, and then they take it away for you, no hassle on your end. So those are 4 different business sponsors and just businesses in the community that care and they want to make a difference. I would say more of an upscale neighborhood. It was just a nice experience. I was with godly people, and I heard the chatter in the background. As I'm not gonna lie, I was like, well, you know what? I'm taking this day back for Jesus. Like, I'd be wearing a High on Jesus shirt. I'd be talking one time I dressed up like the Pope, and instead of candy, I was handing like communion things to people, just kind of like, joking around, whatever it was. Like, I just decided like my heart's not that way. It has nothing to do with worshiping Satan or anything like it is. So I was just doing it as like something memorable for me and my daughter to do. Now, fast forward present day, as after I've learned more and I've got some different insight and things, I see more of what people are saying, some of what we're going to hear today. Like, I understand it more. And so, when we came to that point of talking with my daughter about some different things, I feel like it was God's timing anyway, because she was like, well, to be honest with you, I'm tired of going around getting candy. I want to go to Oasis, which is our church, their fall festival that they have on Halloween. I was like, so awesome. Like, to me, that was like, kill 2 birds with one stone. Like, we're not really participating anymore. We're doing something with even more of a Jesus, centered aspect vibe. And so I was cool with that. And so that happened a couple years ago, and that's where we are today. We go to the Oasis Church fall festival. But real quick, what was your kind of progression with the Halloween thing, and where are you at now with it?
So my older 3, are 15 and 16 now. So back before, we would always go to the fall festivals at church most of the time. So those usually didn't fall on Halloween. So because they have 2 different households, usually they would either do Dad on Halloween, me with the fall festival, is kind of how it's always been.
I gotcha.
The outfits or the whatever they chose, I never co-signed anything scary. I think Beckett was like a cop several times, or
of course he was.
Yeah, of course. Wonder where you got that from. Coral was a cop one time. So it's always been something playful. I think I'm a little nervous now that I'm about to have twin 15-year-old girls. I mean, it seems like most of these girls today wear lingerie with some kind of animal ears, which is terrifying.
I've seen that.
But as far as Tristan this year, she's with her dad for Halloween. So we did the fall festival. We did some things with her class at school. So, and I'm sure she'll probably wear her cheerleading outfit to High on Jesus this week, So I just feel like if we just keep promoting the positivity and keeping our heart postured where it's supposed to be, that's my goal at year 2.
Cool. Very good. So there are many people that don't agree with us and have a completely different perspective on it. And so I just kind of wanted to bring some different things. A brother of mine shared some videos. So we'll watch it together and we'll kind of break it down a little bit. We're going to start with this one first.
This one's good.
Halloween is the highest day on the satanic calendar. It is the most probably important day.
My mom shared this one with me.
Calendar.
Highest day.
It's considered a high day. It is also the night of the year where there is the most human sacrifice on the whole planet.
Most human sacrifice.
So...
And he was from the Satanist church.
Right.
Let's call it the popular culture aspect first. So many people think Halloween is about candy and it's about dress up, but they don't question the meaning behind it. So let's say, for instance, in a neighborhood or an area, there's homes that celebrate Halloween, where they put up the decorations and they do the pumpkins and they do the candles and the candy, those things, right? And it's fun. Let's say in a neighborhood, there is houses that do that. So that whole perimeter becomes one big satanic ritual for the whole neighborhood.
Interesting.
Wait. So you're telling me, because I've got them already up, it's September, there's skeletons, there's creepy stuff in our neighborhood already. So you're saying my neighborhood right now is cooked? Like, what are you saying there?
It's cooked?
So I'm saying that in a neighborhood or a area perimeter where there is a few homes, that is already set up as in terms of a hotspot for demonic activity. And anybody, whether they're Christian or non-Christian, that have open doors, that moves or lives in a neighborhood like that will be affected. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, so what do we do as Christians?
Like draws it in, I guess.
It's like an open door.
We make sure that we are in righteous standing with God, that we do not have any hidden sin or open doors in our life, that we are in a righteous covenant with Him. So if we can get there, that is a very good place to start. And then it is about praying, like being in serious prayer, that people who celebrate Halloween, whether they're being a Satanist or an atheist or someone having fun, that whilst they're doing that they will actually have a true encounter with Christ.
Amen.
Atheist or...
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. My mom sent me that.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So his take, was a member of the Satanic Church, got saved, delivered from that lifestyle, leads, a Jesus-based life now. And basically, so he's saying that first, and I've heard this from multiple places, that the Halloween is like their high holy day. Like the equivalent of Christmas, I guess. Easter is their Halloween night. And so I have heard a bunch of stuff that goes on Halloween night, and he's saying it's the most number one day of the year, night of the year for human sacrifices. It's kind of creepy.
Yes, definitely creepy. And here we are out with our kids parading through neighborhoods.
So he's saying that according to him and what he learned, that any place that puts that type of stuff up, whether it's other people in your neighborhood, whatever that looks like, I guess what I got out of it is almost like attracting this demonic activity to that area. And there's a lot of stuff that is going on. It's almost like a hot spot for it. Do you agree, disagree? You have any thoughts on it?
I mean, for me, I guess it would make me think about last year, taking Tristan to school. Year 1 out of jail. I'm taking Tristan. Finally, I got my license back, and here's all these pumpkin houses, all these cute houses in Parrish. And then I go around the curve, and literally I could throw a football and probably hit her school. And there was a 2-story with 666, looked like it was spray painted all over the house, body, arms half hanging out the windows, like slaughterhouse, basically. Like
some of it's funny, but I know what you're saying.
But you know what I mean?
Crazy.
And I was just like. And Tristan's like, I was like, no, shut it down. That's so cool.
Yeah, she thought it was cool. Yeah.
So, and she's like, and then she saw my reaction, of course, and was like, that's so close to the school, Mom. I'm like, there we go. We're getting there. But, it kind of, when I saw that, I was like, now if you're going along like through life and you're like, oh, happy pumpkins and, we're celebrating with family, it's always going to be there, but I don't know. I mean, you can't really control what your neighbors do. At first, I was like, why isn't the HOA doing something about that? But as a mother, would I want to be next door to something like that where I have to? It would be very difficult for me.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just have to stay. Yeah.
I guess I never thought about that. Yeah. So for me, we used to go to, there is this place and it was actually in Creekwood, if memory serves me right. So Tara is on this side and Creekwood's over there. So we would go and it was someone's like, oh man, you got to come. You can park at our house and go. And they had this whole like street cul-de-sac where it was like Halloween Horror Nights. Like these people had every decoration. The guys in the mask with the chainsaw. It probably doesn't have a chain on it, but he's like revving the chainsaw at kids, scaring
like Hallow
people.
Scream.
Yeah, so this is like a year 1 or 2, and me and Jane are like, "This is awesome, bro! Like this is so cool." And so we used to go to that type of stuff. And I had to really look back when I knew we were going to talk about this. So I remember. So my wife, Bonnie, I believe that she's more highly affected, always has been, by what she listened to or what she watched. And so for me, I could watch a scary movie or that type of thing, and it really didn't bother me. But she's seen some crazy stuff. She's witnessed murders, a bunch of stuff, and it kind of triggered some things where like Bonnie has no problem grabbing a butcher knife and like stabbing somebody. So we're trying to put that behind us. And so she would be so affected by this stuff. And I was kind of one like, oh, there's no, big deal to it. So now I will say the first time that I will give credit that I see what he's saying. And remember how I always talk about when we do that spiritual warfare message, it seems to like attract a bunch of stuff. I'm not going to lie to you. I don't really feel it as much this year. So for you guys watching, once a year at our High on Jesus meetings, we do a little series on the spiritual warfare, the armor of God. And a phenomenal series. I love it. I believe it's one of the most powerful parts in scripture. And the past couple years, and we would do it, like we were getting attacked like crazy, man. Like me, other people, it was like as soon as
last year was my first experience with that.
I gotta think about this because when this thing was up, I would feel things, and I believe we experienced way more attacks. So do you remember that paranormal circus that they put over there
by the convention
center? Civic Center?
Or Civic Center.
Okay, so I'm telling you, when that thing was there, I felt like there was a pickup in demonic activity, man. I really do. I would like feel something, like just a vibe, because I could pick up on that type of stuff. It was right when we were doing that series, like 2 years in a row, that thing, because I remember I drive right by there to High on Jesus every single week, and that thing was there, and I'd be like, dude, what are we doing here? Why is this thing even here?
And they pass out free tickets, for that.
Everything.
Yeah.
We know multiple people that went to it. I mean, no judgment, I guess, if you want to go or whatever, but like 100%, I'm like, bro, that thing is putting something out. Like I really felt that was like drawing some stuff in. So like I do believe that what he's saying has a point to it. I've also, from John Ramirez, I believe, was a guy that has a similar story to what we just watched. But I don't know. They even talk about like they can do things. Satanic Church can do things in the supernatural as well, but it doesn't have an effect on someone who's really got a relationship with Christ and they're really locked in with God. They can't really do as much to them, right? But someone I read in the book that I had, even if they were a believer, quote unquote, but they weren't in church, in the word, any type of prayer and relationship, that they could mess with people
They're susceptible.
a little more like that, and then they claim like a non-believer they can have an absolute field day with, and they can affect you and do stuff to you. So that being said, I do think there's definitely a valid point to what this guy was saying. In hindsight, like I see it more now, and it definitely has me thinking twice. So in our neighborhood, this stuff is already up. You bring up a valid point. I didn't even think about it. What if that was right next door to us and someone was doing like something heavy in there? I don't know. I guess it's just something for us to think about. And I guess you really never know what's going on behind closed doors. Stuff could be going on without all that out in the front yard, So I just think the lesson is to be that light and carry your light with you, at all times, and stay ready. No, I've been at houses where they're drawing in demonic activities to 365 days a year, no decorations needed. So multiple houses like that. So that was interesting.
It was.
I do think there's...
Praise God, he came to the other side,
And his advice for Christians is to stay prayed up and pray for everyone on that night that they'll have an experience, with Jesus too, which I think is a good way to close that. Pretty good. So let's watch this one.
What does former Satanists have to say about Halloween? Listen.
You being in Satanism and God delivering you from that, healing you and bringing you freedom. What are your thoughts on that?
October 31st is like the ultimate day. It starts, it's like Christians, Easter and Christmas all rolled in together. The celebration usually starts at dusk and goes on. The golden hour is 11 p.m. to midnight. That's when the most demonic forces are out and about and active. People should not participate in any way, shape, or form because you are worshiping the devil. There's no two ways about it. He's real happy that Christians allow their kids to serve him one night of the year.
So be in bed by 10:59. That's what I heard.
So that reel is so she's watching an interview with someone that they claim to have been in the satanic church, delivered from that, and so their take, I'm going to be real, is the take that I will get stabbed in the back with over and over again. And I'm going to chop this up a little bit because I'm going to come from it on the other side a little bit. So their claim is if you participate in it in any way, shape, or form that you're worshiping Satan, and that the devil loves, I've heard this quote, the devil loves that Christians allow their kids to serve Satan one day a year.
I disagree.
I don't know whether it's true or not. We're gonna put our opinions in on this. So I've gotten that quote from multiple people. I've had multiple people take that stance and never talk to me again because they saw that in the past I had took my daughter out or we had dressed up or participated in it. And so my question back to them, I just gotta be real. So what qualify if I participate in it, meaning if I walk outside of my house on that day, or is it
wear orange,
if we wear a costume, if we, you know what I'm saying, just go around and do it. So I get what they're saying, and again, it could be true. I don't know. So I just have a reverse question. So by that same measure, are the people in the Satanist church, are they worshiping Jesus twice a year on Christmas and Easter if they walk outside of their house, or if they participate in any way, shape, or form in society during those 24 hours? I
don't know.
I guess thank God the Satanists are worshiping Jesus twice a day, unless they just stayed sheltered up. That's the first thing. It might sound like I'm poking fun at it, but it's a legitimate question, right? If you're going to put that on me, then doesn't the same standard apply to the other side of it?
Yeah. I guess my thing goes back to, if you talk about Jesus, then he did exist and he is real. So that he existed, but I don't know, thinking about the fact that my kids are out laughing and having a joyful time being with their friends, that's somehow worshiping Satan, I don't know. I can't. I just wasn't raised that way. I was born in very southern Mississippi, pumpkins and fall, y'all. Hey, y'all, it's fall. That was always part of my life, and still is. And I don't know how to see the bad in that. I guess. I mean, I've seen the dark side through addiction, but I don't know. I can't get all the way there.
To me, it's like it would have to do with your heart posture, correctly, because or else then if you didn't exist, there's no way if you went out with a Satanist mindset on Christmas and Easter, you're clearly not worshiping Jesus.
No.
So by the same measure, I'm not giving any glory to the devil in any way, shape, or form. If anything, I want to take the day back for Jesus, and I believe that's the church's attempt on having another spot so that we don't take part in all this. Let's have a place where we get the word, where we're gathered together with like-minded people. So I don't know. I got to show this video. So this is John Christ. I'm sorry, this guy is hilarious, man. So I've seen him, and he's just hilarious because it's almost like he knows these religious, different. I can't even just explain it, but like Baptist or each denomination has certain rules or stereotypes to it, and he pokes fun at it, and it is hilarious,
so he's a comedian.
Man. Yes, he is definitely a comedian. Yeah, so he's a Christian comedian. His name is John Christ. He does a nationwide tour. I highly recommend going to check him out. But let's play. It's just a really quick clip, but he had me rolling, man.
Make some noise if you were not allowed to celebrate Halloween. Make some noise. And that's crazy. I grew up the same. You better have your head on that pillow before the sun goes down, or the devil is getting a foothold in your life. The devil's getting in there, which is a tricky theology to believe, okay? We believe in a God that can raise dead people from the ground and heal the sick, but a 6-year-old girl wears an Elsa dress, and God's like, nothing I can do. He's like, Chloe's for the streets.
Chloe's for the streets.
I had a plan for her life, but I saw that Elsa dress, and I was like, let her go.
Oh man, there he is. He is hilarious, man. He is hilarious. I don't know. I'm not gonna lie. I'm definitely on that same page. There's no possible way that.
He's funny.
It is funny.
Yeah.
But yeah. Any thoughts on it? I mean, it's the same thing. So basically, what he's saying is and I know people. So I've actually had other people's kids come up to me because they were like, I'm not allowed to celebrate Halloween. The other kids, talk about me at school.
You talk to my mom.
Yeah, I mean, basically, we're all different. But I respect other people's if that's what their parents believed and they were heartfelt against it. I mean, I respect that too.
I mean, maybe the parents had a bad experience on Halloween and they're trying to protect their child from, having the same thing happen to them. Yeah. I mean, that I could see. But I've never had bad experiences, on Halloween. But I didn't let my kids dress up in Jason and Freddy Krueger masks, Yeah. So I don't know.
Yeah, that one's a hard one. I think the hardest part about this is, truthfully for me, if it was if I was where I was at now and then I had a super, a younger kid. You know what I'm saying? I said, I guess I was blessed with the timing where Layla was kind of done with it and she actually wants to be a part of the church activities now. So I was thank God for that. Yes. And that's what the beauty of having a church. Honestly, that's why I love Oasis Church so much, is because my daughter's connected and wants to be there at everything. And I can't praise God enough for that. But if I was at the place where I'm at now and then I had a younger daughter, that would oh man, it would be so hard. I'm not gonna lie, that would kind of hurt me a little bit, because then it's it's almost
you and Bonnie can have another baby.
No, we're good, thanks.
That was quick response.
I don't know. I feel and again, it could be wrong. I wish we had some other people to they could kind of argue against it if we're saying the wrong thing, but I don't know. I feel like it's almost like you rob them of a little bit of a memory.
It's like
Maybe
a pastime.
My mom and dad, they did all this work. Like back then, you didn't buy everything.
We made our costumes.
You would make them, and it was like an event, and my mom and dad made it, and like I don't know, it just like
I just thought about it. My mom made me a cheerleader costume, and I swear I was 8. Like same age as Tristan. Of course, I ordered it, or my mom ordered Amazon, for Tristan. But like that, and we were able to walk through the neighborhoods freely, without our parents. I mean, most of the time they were with us, but you could safely knock on doors. Nowadays that part, I love the fall festivals. We went to Oasis for the first time last year, and bungee jumps and all kinds of craziness. It was fantastic.
I just remember the memory. So like in our neighborhood, I used to go with my best friend. There was one like the biggest house, like the richest house. They would hand out Cokes and king size candy bars, and I was like, "You guys are awesome!"
It wasn't the fun size.
Every year we're like, "We're going to their house." They're like, "Oh yeah, help yourself and grab a big old candy bars, a king size drinks." Like I don't know, it's just like a memory that I have. And with Jaden, like when I was taking my son out those early years, we had one mission: get as much candy as possible. That was our goal, to fill that pillowcase. So I promise you, we weren't thinking about Satan. It was mission: get as much candy as we could. And I don't know, like I remember that with them. Like that was super cool. So I mean, this one's hard, man. Like I see it from both sides. I see the pros and cons to it. We're gonna play one more, and I think she, honestly, out of all of them, I love people that say, this is my experience, this is 100% what I believe. Do I think it maybe going to affect everybody like this? No, but you know what I'm saying? Like, so it's not just like, I don't know how to explain it. I like people that leave a little room for, this is my experience, and I'm not saying it's 1,000%.
They're not forcing it on you.
The board. So I really like what she had to say. We'll watch this.
I didn't really feel weird about Halloween until I got delivered of demonic spirits. I got radically saved out of witchcraft. 5 years after getting saved, I got radically delivered of over 1,000 demons.
Wow.
And after that, I started to feel very convicted about many different things. One of those being Halloween. I even tried on my first Halloween after getting delivered. I decided to put out a pumpkin that I had. It was like a jack-o'-lantern candle thing. It had 3 jack-o'-lanterns, and I put a little bat thing up in my household. And guess what? That night I got demonically attacked. Do I think that everybody who puts up Halloween decor is going to get demonically attacked? No, I don't. But what that revealed to me was like, oh, I actually can't even play with this anymore. I actually can't even mess with this stuff anymore. And I began to feel so weird around all the things that I was actually obsessed with prior to getting delivered of demonic spirits. And half of those spirits were sexual spirits. There were witchcraft spirits. There were many other demonic spirits. If you look at my videos, I talk a lot about my testimony, and I tell a lot of stories in regards to the things that I got delivered of. But I could not stand Halloween anymore. It glorifies demons. It glorifies darkness. It glorifies and celebrates death. It's actually disgusting, some of the Halloween decor that I see on people's front lawns. I can't believe that some of it is even...
Like you were saying.
That we even like to celebrate some of that stuff as just humans, not even Christians, but I'm like, how could we put that in our front yard? Okay? And it celebrates evil. We are glorifying wickedness for now, not even just a day, but an entire season. What I have seen and what I have experienced in the spiritual realm, coming out of witchcraft and New Age into Christianity, and then getting delivered of all of these spirits, what I have seen and experienced is so crazy that why the heck would I ever celebrate a holiday that is centered around glorifying that? A couple years ago, I did a series called the 12 Days of Halloween, where I broke down many different things that seem innocent, but explaining and expressing the origin behind it, and questioning, as Christians, should we really be celebrating this? Now, I took my son trick-or-treating one year. I went with a pastor. I thought that it would be fine. And for some people, maybe it is. In my case, I'm very convicted about not celebrating these things. That doesn't mean to not celebrate the fall season, because it's fun. It's beautiful. But I'm not going to participate in any of that stuff. The devil does not care about your intentions. The Bible says in Hosea 4:6 that my people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge. If you're going to do anything this Halloween, let it be this: sharing the gospel, evangelizing, and driving out demons. I'm actually having a live stream conference on the 30th and the 31st at the end of the...
She's talking about a conference that she's having. So that was a lot, but I want to start back at the beginning. Hopefully we can remember everything. So she was completely, released of these demons. She was a witch in the Satanist church, it sounds like, and she was just like done with this whole thing. What grabbed my attention straight up off the reel was how she was saying, I decided, whatever, I'm just going to put a few things up. And she said, I've learned what I've been delivered from, or what, God has set me free from prior. I can't even dabble in it. Oh, yeah. So stay ready merch.
Yes.
Yep. We got a promo. We got the hats.
And I got my
We're
special
ready,
made.
Man. That's nice. Yeah. So we got the High on Jesus on the front.
Yep.
Stay ready on the back.
Stay ready on the back.
It's good stuff, man. If anybody's interested in any of our merch, our website, highonjesus.org. We got shirts, hoodies, beanies, hats. Everything you could ever want.
If we don't have the color you want, we can get it.
Join the movement.
Yes.
Any way, shape, or form.
That hit me too.
That just speaks volumes to anybody in whatever that they're going through. And she was like, do I believe that every single person that puts something like that up is going to be demonically attacked? No, but it doesn't work for me. And I mean, immediately thought of, our recovery. Yeah. Just a number of different things of like, I got no business going to a bar. Like even my dad or someone else to this day will be like, hey, you want to meet me at a sports bar? And like, do they have food? Or like, just appetizers, like this, that, the other. Like, no, like I'm not going to a place where everybody's drinking. Like, do I think I'm going to drink today? No, but I got no business being there. Right. Like I've been convicted, honestly, of like watching like R-rated movies and stuff, or TV, MA, whatever it is. And it's like nonstop. I don't want to hear like 47 F-bombs and, the debauchery and people cheating on each other and all that. Like, do I think I'm going to do any of that stuff? Probably not, but it doesn't, like, why am I even watching that?
Why are you inviting it?
Yeah, like it's a playground that I can't play in any longer. So that was interesting how she tied that in, because that's what she said, what I was obsessed with. Now I want like absolutely nothing to do with, because I see the consequences that could come from that.
Yeah, I mean, as soon as she said that, I was like, because I mean, she's like, it was a harmless little pumpkin and a bat, right? So, I mean, I wanted to go say hi to my friend who bartends at a bar. Harmless, hello, but what am I bringing in my immediate,
of course,
area? And I mean, not that I was even considering it, but a few weeks back we did. I went with one of our donors, Amy, to the 100 Women Who Care Manatee, and it's at a bar, and but I knew from a previous experience, and I went the first time and I was just over a year clean. And I keep getting stronger, and I feel like it's been removed, but I still like prayed up all day. I knew that I was entering, I didn't really have, a choice. Yeah. But I prayed up, called my sponsor before, and I just sat with people that weren't drinking, I mean, Amy doesn't, and her friend that was there didn't. But like just something as innocent as that. Man. I mean, and that's exactly what I thought of when she shared that on that video.
It was hard for me and Bonnie to go on a cruise. So we went on a cruise sober, and it's just like, so she had never been. So I feel like it was easier because she had never been in there. But it was, honestly, I was having a rough time because I went on multiple cruises before, and there was only one mission: to get as drunk as possible the entire time from start to finish. And so it was just weird. And there'd been we tried to go to a sober event. Oh, they got bingo. We'd go and nobody's there. It's canceled. Like what? They're like, oh, nobody showed up. Yeah, because they're all drinking and they're all in the bar. Nobody wants to play bingo. Right. They're all gambling and stuff. So I mean, I know what you mean. And it's like, when we go on a cruise again, I'd have to talk about it. Bonnie talked about a Christian cruise or something. But do I want to go on one, like especially Carnival or something, where everyone's goal is to get annihilated? I really don't. Like,
the last one I went on, there was 30-foot seas, and you couldn't tell if people were. It was because of the 30-foot seas or how much they had drank. Everybody was like slanting all the way down. So I felt that. And then it was interesting how she called the decorations again, like, why are we even putting this in our houses? And it was interesting, like, not just for a day, I didn't even think about that, but for a season because people are putting that stuff up on October 1st. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I mean, she did say she celebrated fall.
Yeah, so I thought that was funny because I would love a Christian to come and tell my wife not to decorate for fall. They'd have because it's like my wife.
She would have that night like you were talking about.
It's her favorite season. She was like the end of September. She was already yanking
Layla's
it all
birthday
out
is
of there.
on.
You saw you came in. It was fall. Everything up in there. Now she herself says I'm not going to do it, and I think her daughter even tried to say, "Oh, what we used to do that with Mimi and Papa. Why can't we have one or two?" And she almost got something just for her daughter nostalgic purposes, but then she stuck by her guns and's like, I'm not doing that. She's like, if you want to go see it, you can go to their house. I'm not, but I'll decorate for fall with the leaves and the the gold or whatever, the amber colors and all the different knickknacks that she
y'all
has.
have sets of cute lights. They fade into all different colors. Yeah.
So she put up a bunch of stuff. We got the permanent Christmas lights that you can put for any season, but she's not putting anything in the yard or anything inside.
So do y'all put out
Halloween vibe and all that.
Do y'all put out candy and do y'all stay? I mean, because you're usually out trick or treating,
we've never
right?
done it because we were either doing something with Layla or we're going to be at the fall festival. So no, so we just shut all the lights down. We don't even put a bowl out. Just don't even come. Don't even step in my driveway, kids. Get out of here. Not gonna lie, I always wondered.
You could just put invites to the Oasis thing on your
I always wonder if we were gonna get egged or something because I know the kids don't like when someone doesn't participate. And if you leave that bowl of candy, the first two kids are murking the whole thing, and then it's gone.
You'll see it on your ring camera. You'll just see who did it.
See you, boy.
But
so I thought that was she had a real good time. I mean, really, and I don't know. You tell me too. I think that this type of stuff also has a lot to do with presentation, man. And so the people that used to come at me with all this nitpick stuff, like not how are you, not how's your recovery going, is your marriage good, how's your relationship with God, how's the anger problem, whatever. It's like, oh, you dressed up,
why are
you're
you doing that
worshiping
one
Satan.
thing?
It's like, bro, what are you talking about, man?
It's going right to the one little possible negative.
And so I hate her, I would do it. She kind of changed my mind just watching that reel. Just like her whole approach was just like super, this is my experience. I mean, honestly, I don't think it's going to happen for 100% of people, but it definitely happened for me. And she even threw it at the end, is that the devil doesn't care about your intentions. I thought that was interesting. So that kind of contradicts what I said. I would think it has to do with your heart posture when you approach something like that. Again, that'll be there. I guess. Hey, so I got a list of questions when I get up there. Hey, Jesus, come here, brother. I got a couple. We need to get this cleared up. Was me walking down the street with my daughter? Was that really worshiping Satan, or did we take one back for Jesus a couple times? I don't know. We'll have to wait till the end to get the clear answer. But I just believe that's not a lot of people's intent. They would never want anything like that for their kids, and maybe we just really need to think maybe the happy medium, really. And so honestly, I've heard Christians say these churches are blasphemous for even having anything going on the Halloween day. I don't know, man. I like to find the happy medium. To me, that's gonna be our final answer. I think our happy medium is, man, go to a fall festival at a nice church. You're gonna have some like-minded people there. Kids are gonna still have a good time. You're in a safe environment. You got some of the word that day. We repped it for Christ, and we kept it moving.
Hey, y'all, you've heard us talk about our nonprofit Hand Up to Victory. I am here to tell you that it changed my life. I don't know where I would be without it. So below is a link to handuptovictory.org. Please click on that link and go to the donations tab. You may save a life, change a life. And I am living proof. We have our gala coming up in November. We would love it if you could be a business sponsor. If your in-kind donation could be raffled off to also change a life or save a life. So handuptovictory.org. Please donate if you can.